Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just give me a second while we get the Discord pinged and put a link on Twitter. I'm having a little bit of hello people. We're live a little earlier in Ilos this week, but still some fun detailing to be had. At a slightly different time as well, so hopefully see some new faces. Okay, hey Live, just about 14 hours, no worries Live, thanks you for commenting mate. Jen, Mr. Stream, no worries, and Cadmium, good morning from the US. Good morning Cadmium, welcome into the stream mate, how you doing? How you doing? It should be a pretty quiet stream today, but we've got some details to do around the mark grid. So set our tower day forward. So we've had this little open spot of land in the mark grid that has just been sat here for a long time and hasn't had anything put in it. So I thought we could create a little space together on the stream and see what we can do. I'm thinking maybe some little running track complex. Should be some nice ideas that we can get involved with here today. Hey Frayden, Doug, Few Candy, Andre, Overboiled Egg, welcome into the stream guys. James is working from home, yes. I imagine we'll have quite a few people working from home today. But welcome in guys, should be a cute little fun quiet stream today, this time on a Thursday. Hey Larissa, glad to catch a live stream, been so long, it has been a long time Larissa, welcome back into the live streams. Hope you've been well. Yeah, so we're sat at the bottom of Tucson University, which I know is pronounced Tucson, because I'll always get a comment on it after the fact, but it's Tucson for Ilos. I think we're going to come in with some running track vibes. Okay, so we bobbed this one before to get the palms on it, and I think I can get on board with this, if not for... It needs a touch of detailing at the front, and I think we'll just complement that with some surface painter. But then we'll give some planter props to the palms, because obviously they're growing out of the concrete at the minute, which looks a little bit weird. So let's go for perhaps a little oval number. Cool. Get these in. Hey Snakers, welcome to the stream mate. Bad Wolf just going through a scary task of naming all my mods for Ilos. Good luck Bad Wolf. Don't forget the Discord is there if you need it. Although the mod list that's in the description of the last episode should be working now. It's working for me, so... But yeah, any issues, jump in the Discord. Someone will be able to help you out. Oh, Colin S with a $10 Canadian super chat. Lovely way to start off the morning, barely 8 AM in Canada. Welcome in, Colin. Thank you for the super chat, mate. It's really generous. Appreciate you, buddy. Good morning. Well, a good Canadian morning to you as well. Okay. But I think the positioning of the running track here against the mark grid frames is going to give us quite an important asset, and also sits wonderfully well with the campus mall as well, which of course is a sort of key design of the university in Tucson that we looked at. It was ages ago now, that build, like so long ago. This city has been going forever. Old now, but still really healthy. No simulation issues. It's all been good. Okay, so why don't we see if we can use a new fence here. I feel like I'm always using the same fences. We could go for the glass one from the Modern City Centre stuff, but... Not Modern City Centre, Modern Mid-Century even. I'm going to get those two confused all the time now. Yes, I couldn't quit the notification quick enough. Welcome in Matthew, Peter the Shake Man as well. A lot of early rising Americans in this morning. I used to work at UA in Tucson. I don't remember it looking like that. Oh no? Well, it was inspired by. It's not a direct recreation, I guess. AD Access, Star Stuff, Mr. Vintage, Malay, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. This is by far your best work ever. It's so nice. Thank you. Thank you, Matthew. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Okay, should we have a look at some of these new fences? Well, this one's quite nice. We will eventually get around to implementing the Modern Mid-Century pack into Ilos, but not just yet. Okay, so I'm just going to bring it in along the road. See what we think. Maybe down here. And then we'll just have it run the side of this one now until we know what's going to sit over here. Probably going to do some condo developments, almost like a little space for the athletes to live whilst they're training here, or perhaps visiting from another state. Right. That is a very nice fence though. I'm a huge fan of that one. That was a modern mid-century one, wasn't it? Yeah, it is. Which one is it? MC fence number 1 short. Yeah. Like that one. Like that one. Good afternoon, second live stream viewers who managed to watch. Welcome in, Kelly's Keyhole. Welcome in. Thank you for catching the live streams. Yes, let's go for this one again, and then we won't do this side. We don't really need to right now. Okay, so let's do some car parking, right? You imagine a facility like this is going to have some pretty significant car parking spaces. So why don't we go for a touch of the old 40 metre, poorly maintained. Okay, and then we'll do, let's come off the guideline here for a second as well. Let's go for 14 units. Then we'll come on this one here, and then let's see, where do we want this to go? Do 10 units either side. Let's leave a little bit of breathing room though. Okay, and then we'll just use move it, and then grab those nodes. And select segments as well, and then we'll just hit mirror objects opposite the middle segment, and that'll make it nice and equidistant for us. Now let's turn Anarchy on 2, and then we'll get some cool shaped car parks in. Similar to what we did over by the Valleylad Medical Centre with these car park designs. Let's delete the recycling centre too, don't need that over here anymore. My PC crashed as a stream start. What did I miss? Just some fencing, Bad Wolf. Yeah, nothing amazing. Just some fencing. Some fences in the stadium. And some planter palm action. Yes, some planters went down as well. I'm stuck on console, which sometimes sucks, but still managing to get a city looking decent enough. So I'm very overly jealous when watching modded cities. But still, this DLC is by far the best. Yes, it is. It is, isn't it? It is very good. Hey, City Destroyer. Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. I thought last Tuesday was Monday, and now I'm going to think Friday. Yes, it's thrown everyone's week, hasn't it, Access? It has thrown everyone's week. The plazas and promenades builds. Nice to have you on live today. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you for watching, buddy. Urge to do a desert map is rising. Do it, Frayden. Start playing Ilos. It's good, because then, when you get into your nighttime views, it will look like this. Which is the best. Just so fawnable. You could stare at Ilos' nighttime vistas for quite literally hours. Yes, hours and hours of Ilos. Hi Egg, finally managed to catch a live stream on time. Well done, Ethan. Thank you for stopping by, mate. Appreciate you. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday as well. Wherever you are in the world. I think I do want some grass over here, but I don't want it to be like sort of astroturf looking stuff. I want it to be quite patchy, like it was sort of natural grass, but it's been sort of destroyed by the intense, relentless Ilos heat. So I think just a couple of little gentle clicks here and there should do us a job. Okay. Cool, so let's start configuring this side of the running track now. Let's come on with a little bit of surface painter. Then we'll use some of our gravel texture to fill it in, just so we don't get too much concrete. We'll try to use some varying spaces here. And then we could even use a pedestrian road here. We could use a pedestrian road rather than a pathway. It would work. Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's place some car parking spots down. Go for some single ones here. But yes, I hope you all enjoyed Ilos' first pedestrian area. Like, probably my favourite build in the city now. So nice. Really enjoyed putting it together. I will head over there in a minute and have a look at it if you want. We can fawn over some of the parts of the city. Get some blue badge action this end of the car park closest to the stadium. We'll finish off with a little set of 3. We'll do the same over this side too, because there will be some sort of facility here. A lot of medical buildings, I imagine, would work quite nicely in today's build. I haven't really done too much sort of sporty stuff in Ilos. I'm quite looking forward to doing like a State Farm inspired area as well. Cool, so this is giving us some car parking facility. Let's go into our trees and we'll create a little pattern for them. Got 70 over here already, guys. Thank you for hanging out on a Slightly more awkward stream time. I do appreciate it. What do we want here? What do we want? Shrubs are a little bit big. Could use tree anarchy for them though. Palms? We've got quite a lot of palms around here already though, haven't we? So let's not overdo it. I think we'll stick fairly small. I'm probably putting way too much time in the... There we go, yeah. Let's just go for this cute little one here. There we go, that'll do. Wait, you're encouraging... Welcome in, Eggsy. Welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome in. You're encouraging me to start again? I'm encouraging you to have fun, Freyden. That's what I'm trying to do, mate. Yeah, just have fun. Once you get involved in the city you're invested in, it totally changes the game. Like, for example, I've started like that Pushing Peak series a few months ago, and like I built on it for a little bit, but I wasn't invested in the city, so it ends up dying out. Like, you have to enjoy it. And that's where a lot of enjoyment in the game lies for me anyway, is those sorts of, you know, when you care about your city, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But you won't care about it if you keep restarting. Okay, so I'm thinking pedestrian road. Almost using it as a wider park life pathway. And we will hook this into those Margrid arterial frames. And then probably bring in a little bit of California Shorty for this, I imagine. Yeah, let's go for that one. Hey Art, welcome in, mate, welcome in. Chowdhury as well. What's going on? Not much, mate. How are you? Welcome in. Cool. Looking forward to the farming. Well, it's actually it's a stadium, Matthew. State Farm. We'll we might head over to Google Earth and have a look at it now, actually, whilst it's on the brain. Okay. Otherwise, some larger parking facilities here I think will be welcome in front of our track and field area. Let's have a look at the wonderful world of medical tabs. So... I can't use this again, can I? This is... Oh, could I? I don't know. Can we use this? I'm not sure. Actually, whilst I remember, what I do want to do is actually bring in an industrial area over here because I want to have some farming fields. Now, we will head into Google Earth in order to justify this decision in a second. But let's just get it set up. Right, let's trim that industry area away now. There we go. Let's bring this all in on the frames. There we go. Well, hey Biffa, well would you adamant believe it? It's OE07. Welcome in, Biffa. Hey, stopping by on the stream, mate. How you doing? How's tricks? So you finally figured out you could put the industry on pedestrian areas. I was screaming at your episode telling you that you could do it when I was watching it. It's like, come on Biffa, you can do it. Just pedestrianise it. But welcome in, Biffa. It's nice to have you, mate. Hope you're well. And Tim and Snakers too. Welcome in, guys. Okay, so I'm going to put in a field here. It's going to be a very bold move at the start, but all I ask is that you bear with it because it will get better. Okay, so let's go for that one. Then I want to change this one here to ripe wheat. Then we're going to push it back. You might be thinking, what the hell are you doing, Egg? Why on earth are you putting a field in the middle of a massive metropolitan area? But welcome to Phoenix, everyone. Let's head over to Google Earth and have a look at some inspiration as to how this insane city is built, because it's nuts. I knew for a while, but spreading out the vids are, there we go, Biffa. Secrets of the trade, right? Okay, so yeah, someone's asking for the State Farm. This is the State Farm Stadium. It has the world's largest car parks around it. We might do a build inspired by this, depends on what the node count is like. But yes, what I do want to look at is just how the fields sit within the Margrid frames. It's not like we're near the edge here either, like this is coming out into Sun City and El Mirage, Surprise, etc. But there's just fields in and amongst massive metropolitan areas, so I really want to get some of these in the Margrid, but we want to see how they actually sit against these big collector arterial frames anyway. Okay, so there we go, we have what's this? Dollar deals, so like retail store, retail space. There's further suburbia down this way. And then a field, just randomly. But it looks like the farmhouse is actually a little fenced off, is it? Yeah, okay. This looks like one of the ranch houses we actually have within the pack as well. Then some cactus and some palms outside it. Okay, so there's definitely inspiration we can take there for as to how a farm sits within the mark grid. And there's so many examples of this. It just, like, there's a lot more clustered over here. This is a lot, like, denser. And then it spills onto the back of a power station, which then has more distribution industry all around it. Just, I don't know. Every time you look at Phoenix and Google Earth, there's something new to boggle your mind. It's just insane. Some repeated baseball park spice there as well, isn't there? Quite a lot of it, actually. Got 6 baseball fields. And then a little park. Cool. So yeah, there's inspiration we can take here. So this is what I want to try and work into this part of the mark grid. Is this one here we had a look at, wasn't it? Some condos on the back of it too, by the looks of it. Yep, there is. Okay. Cool. Stables next to the farm, that'd be a good shout day access, yeah. We can use the horse riding asset. Cool. Anyway, that's some inspiration for what we want to be working with these fields. So I do know that I think I'm using one of King Leno's ranch houses. Yes, I am. I think this would work tremendously well as that farmhouse that we just saw in Google Earth. Why don't we bring it across a little bit? So you imagine that, like, once the downtown was established, this was once farmland, but development has now enveloped it in tarmac, essentially. So we'll see what we can do. And there's plenty of chain link fencing around here too. So always a firm favourite. Let's go ahead and throw that on a linear fence fill. And then it was pretty much immediately here, wasn't it? So why don't we see if we can use the shorter one for that. Just thinking, actually, I think I want to just adjust this over to the other side. There we go. Yeah, let's switch their orientations about. What's the mark grid frames? They're 100 by 100. Yeah, but that's only a half mark grid. If you want the actual mile conversion for city skylines, then they should be 200 by 200. That will give you a full mile frame. But I just wanted them smaller because of the space that I wanted to fit them in. You can imagine how much wider the mark grid would be if they were all 200 by 200. So I just cut them down for scale size, really. Hey Danon, everyone, it's cool to catch you streaming live. D10 segment towards my fave, so enjoy it at the start. Thank you, Danon. Thank you for hanging out, buddy. I appreciate it. Welcome into the stream. Hello, we scientific note of the day. Those fields in Phoenix are home of a lot of Culex tassalis, a mosquito species vector of the West Nile. Had no idea, Marco. That's very interesting. Actually, you know what? I did have someone comment on a really early episode of Ilos about some of the mosquito species in Phoenix. It might have been you, Marco, actually. Did you comment on a really early episode telling me that? I've definitely heard that before. Yeah. So we'll also run a little bit of gravel surface painter around the perimeter of the field. So this is actually technically part of the farm that's over at the start of the city. We just dragged that industry area out, so. We also need to put fertile land under this as well, though. Let me not forget to do that, because otherwise it won't work. That brush strength up. There we go. So it does remove a little bit of our grass painter, which I'm okay with. It still looks like dried grass. Relatively on board with that. Oh, so let's get that chain link fencing in now. We almost had like a little sort of yard, didn't we? Yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, so again, this detailing is going to look very weird if I don't justify it with Google Earth. There is a fence perimeter around the house that has a ton of abandoned cars in it. That is massively overgrown. So again, we can do that. We can do it. Yeah, so a lot of abandoned scrap vehicles and trailers, it looks like. Is that a no trespassing sign as well? Might help myself to some of that in the prop menu. Opposite some nice apartments. Okay. Okay. AG, welcome into the stream, mate. And Nakzug Farah, I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm just going to call you Farah. Welcome into the stream, buddy. Welcome in. And Ebo, welcome in, mate. Welcome to the stream. 104 of you already. Thank you so much, guys. Didn't expect such a busy turnout for a more awkward stream time, but welcome in anyway. Okay, so we'll run this chain link fence around the whole edge of the field. And then, there we go. Also going to knock the field just off the edge of the road ever so slightly without losing its connection. There we go. And then again, it's sort of like two different types of fencing. There's like two layers of it. There's like an outer chain link ring. And then that's supported by some more like wooden paneling. I guess what would be for privacy. Okay. So we've got a lot of scrap car props. Let's go for... these ones here. Let's turn the brush size down. So yeah, they're super erratic, just all over the place. Oh my god, that was Green City's fence and bush action all over. Literally spot on. It was, wasn't it? Just weird. Just super weird. But yeah, we can get some of the Green City's stuff in there too. Let's get some more trucks in there. Yes, yeah, it's just car props, isn't it? And then a lot of trees around them. Probably put a gate on here as well, I imagine actually that would make the most sense. You were losing tons of money, OE. Remember it was 9 million yesterday. Yeah, the economy fluctuates just because of the industry. We spent so much money yesterday because we were building the pedestrian area. But yeah, it's just Ilos' economy. It fluctuates like crazy. There you go, like earning money again now. It just goes up and down. Yeah, okay. So let's go for the gate. It's the chain link fence one that I'm after. There we go. Okay. it's a weird one. Vanilla rusted car park props would work. It would. Oh, don't place the gate in the field. If we filter 3 props, I guess we could throw in some little tiny cars as well. So for the kids, aren't they? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, some of these will be good. Yep, some more broken down trucks. Again, there's no sort of rhyme or reason to the pattern. It's very erratic. So we'll just stand them down, maybe one on its side. Okay. I guess he's just like the farmer who's hoarding scrap. Would be my assumption. And then it's a lot of this sort of bush, isn't it? Quite thick. So I think we'll throw down a base layer of that. And then complement it with palms and sort of vanilla, workshop bushes. That should give us a slightly more appropriate theme, I think. So let's go for... We can also use tree anarchy as well to reduce the size of these if they're a little too big for what we're after. So again, you can use the less than and more than signs with tree anarchy to increase or decrease the size of a tree. If you so need. That's how I'm doing that. There needs to be a dog guard in that scrap pile. Do I have a dog prop? Oh no, but we can put a dog house in. Maybe the dog is somewhere in the scrapyard. Oh no, I do have a prop. Yes, oh I do. That's amazing. Yes, who shouted that out? Where's the dog comment gone? Bad Wolf, yes, excellent. I do have a dog prop. It's the sleeping German Shepherd. Next to the scrapyard, that's good. I love that. That's very tasteful detail. Thank you so much, Bad Wolf. Hey, Sassy, welcome into the stream. Mr. Chriso as well. Welcome in, mate. Cool. The timing is perfect for Prolonging a work break when working from home. Good, glad to hear, Dannon. Glad to hear him helping the nation skive off today. Thank you for stopping by, mate. Appreciate you. Yeah, so lots of these leafier numbers now. Really kind of thick tree coverage. Let's get rid of that. Then... looks like a dead dog. I prefer to think asleep, Jane. Yeah, asleep is nicer, I think, than dead. Okay. So there's even like a little segmented yard here within the house as well. Not that we're going for direct recreations, but if we're going for new inspiration, we might as well have a look. Yeah, so like the scrapyard is actually separated from the house itself by another lining of fence. So we'll do that as well. Okay. Right. And then... one more. They're so big. Get some content creator live oaks in there too. Right. Well, that's pretty much what we see on Google Earth. The Scrapboarding Farmer, I guess, right? I guess so. Random. I would never have thought to do that without looking at Google Earth anyway. Very strange. Very strange. But cool, so we got that in now, and it gives us a real kind of obvious point of field within the Margrid frames where we can see the other ones popping in now. I think I will run some tree lines through it though, for which I've already got a template here, so I might as well just copy these over. Let's go for trees. Just grab those ones. I should do. Then over here, throw them down. So let's see if we can get them in there. Ones that we don't need can just be forest pushed away. Tidy them up. Cool. Right. Cool. Is it Jerry's dog? I guess it could be, yeah. I guess it could be. Could be Jerry's dog. We could put Jerry out here. We do need a Jerry coven. We need one in the pedestrian area as well, which we'll have a look at. Should we have Jerry in here? Something like that. There needs to be an alien dog at the workshop. Yeah, someone needs to make one. How do you get into the mindset to do big cities like this? Noob's Guide, Novaria, etc. I get tired of a city after like 15k population. I have to start over. I'm not sure. Deciding on like the style of the city beforehand helps me. Like I came into Ilos knowing it would be American Southwest inspired. So having a point of inspiration, I think, before you start building helps. And then slowing down. Yeah, don't rush, just slow down. And if you go back and watch the 50k special, that sort of walks you through how my thought process changed. If one of the mods could link the 50k video to Sassy, that would be tremendously helpful. Hey Sagan, welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome in. I've also just noticed that my asymmetricals are differently colored here. I need to change those. Get those in as well. Cool. Jerry making sure the dog is okay. Yes, there we go. Yeah, he's making sure the dog's alright. Okay. So there we go, just random field in the middle of the Margrid with the scrapyard behind it. It'll do, I guess. I guess it'll do. So what we'd like to do here as well, which I mentioned earlier, is to actually bring in some condo developments that the athletes might make use of. So there's kind of a cute little space here, actually. I wonder, could we realistically anarchy a pedestrian road through the stadium and still make it functional, so like they can walk past the stands. The stadium does want a little bit of bob work doing to it though, because there are some props interfering with that. We need to remove the industrial fence, that's okay. And then we also need to remove those green cities hedges as well, but we need to find the right ones. There we go. Okay. Can I get rid of those lampposts as well? Which one, which section of the building is that on? There we go. Alright. That sort of clears the way for us to actually do this. And we're trying something new here together. Alright, yeah, so I want to grab that, and then we'll grab both of the nodes with move it. And then we get both of them, and then just slide them up into a place where it's not going to hit any buildings. It should not look too bad. Let's just bring it all the way through. So there's a little bit of industrial prop fence and what's detail in there. I could even break the node here and have it snap off at an angle. And then keep it going over that side. Are we on board with that? I think I am. To anarchy a pedestrian pathway through one of the varsity stadiums. Lots of people using the pathway already, which is nice. Very cool. Hey Salesh, sorry you're late. I had an alarm set for the episode, but dozed off a bit. Anyway, nice to see you. Jerry, no worries. Salesh, welcome into the stream, buddy. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I agree with you. See, destroying parts of your city, then rebuilding them is really enjoyable. Yes, it is. Very much is. That's what we're doing here, isn't it? Yeah. Especially when you develop your skills with time, realize some of the mistakes in the beginnings. Yeah, like, I really hate the start of Ilos now. Like, really don't like it. Like, I want to tear it all out. We might do an episode on that. Maybe, like, I don't know, depends. Do you guys want an episode on destroying the start of your city to redo it? Now you have the skill set after building for, like, 200 hours? I'm not sure. Not sure. I can't do special inspired cities until I get more RAM because my computer can't handle a lot of assets. You don't need assets, Sassy. Palavan was Pittsburgh inspired. That was totally vanilla. No mods, apart from the water pipe stuff towards the end, but you can still do it in 9 tiles. Yeah, you don't always need mods to do so. Vanilla is just as enjoyable. Hey Malik, welcome to the stream, mate. Arani is Team Pedestrian Path. Hello, EMB, Harrison as well. Daniel, welcome in. JK, welcome in, mate. Sargon, hello. Justin. Krishnendu, how are you doing, mate? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Cool. So I think I'm on board with the pedestrian pathway. And do we want to go for more California shorties through here? I think we do. Wonderful. Okay. So, if we're going to have condos here, and we're going to use the wall-to-wall stuff for it as well, then we do need a service point, otherwise they won't get garbage, etc. We shouldn't need a cargo service point though, should we? I don't think we do, because there's no commercial here, it's only going to be residential. We'll find out anyway, we'll find out together. So let's bring that up. We might as well connect it into the main road. Not that cars actually need that, but it should be okay. I just want to bring that a little bit further up. So let's have a look at the wall-to-wall stuff. So yeah, it's all these condo assets. Let's line them up and then see what we think. So there's 3s, 1s. Yeah, there's quite a few of these condo assets, isn't there? Is there any massive variation between them, or is it really just the props and the size? They're all generally the same shape, aren't they? They've got that staircase in the middle with the cut through. It's really the props on the front of them that change. I do like these little pagoda ones. Does anyone know when the next episode of 5B1C will be? Should be this week, I think. Yeah, we took a break whilst the DLC came out and we were all making our own videos and the mods needed time to be fixed as well. It should be this week, I think. It should be tomorrow. I'm not sure who's doing it though. Zardas, I think, isn't it? I think it should be Zardas. Hey Kramer, welcome to the stream. Campos as well. What's the asset count at Ilos currently? There's about 800 assets, I think. Yeah, about 800. Takes about a minute to load. I've got a lot of RAM though, like, so it's not really a problem for me. Yeah, about 800 assets at the minute, I think. Okay. Will residential be okay next to the track and field? It's a good point, actually. That is a good point, Stab. We might have to knock them back a little bit and give them a little tree line in. Yeah, that is actually a good observation. That's a good point. I didn't consider that. Okay, well, what we will do is we'll actually remove a lot of this residential because it's grown into a theme that I don't like. So this will go. And because this is classed as high density, we should be okay to knock them back against the field here, actually. But yes, good shout, Star. Good, right, good shout. That is something I should pay attention to. Okay, so I think I'm feeling these ones as the general pattern. And again, it's actually going to back up perfectly onto the field like we saw those condos in Phoenix. Okay, so look out like that, and then we can have some sort of like athletes village over here. Yeah, let's take out these ones that we don't want. We are going to have to give them a service point though. But I only need a small pedestrian area service point. We won't need a big one here. This could probably go somewhere nice. Those track athletes must make a lot of noise. Yeah, it's a bit... I guess it's more the crowd that's making the noise, right? But, you know, they have like one match a year, so... Just, yeah. I think the noise pollution mechanic on cities needs a good sort of hard look at for cities too. I think it's a little bit too black and white. You know, like there's houses right next door to Old Trafford in Manchester, for example, which is a stadium that I'm familiar with. And they don't abandon because of noise pollution. So yeah, it's a little bit of a weird one, but we'll make do with it. Okay, so that'll keep out the pedestrian area service. There's only going to be a few houses in it, so... yeah. Cool. Yeah, so let's just bring these in a little repeatable water wall pattern. If we reset them with Move It, does it reset the decals and the what's it called? Murals. Yes, it resets the mural and the prop out front. There we go, we got two exactly the same. Do we want to go for mass repeating? Or mass repetition, I guess? I think we do. Let's carry on playing with the idea anyway. Okay. I'm happy with these black and white tiles as well. Black and pink, even. That blank wall is just begging for a graffiti decal. A pretty one, mind you. Do I have any graffiti? Apparently not, but it will fall under decals, won't it? Actually, yeah, I should have the graffiti from Solly's expansion when we did the canal network. No, but we can do billboards. I do need to get some graffiti decals though. We could put a billboard on it. A couple of billboards. Space already occupied? I think you'll find it's not. Right, let's get it on. And then let me grab that. I need to grab that one. This is not the way to do this. There we go. Right. Let's place the alien one first, because that's going to prop snap nicely. And then we'll do the fencing one, but I'll need to sink this a little bit further into the ground. There we go. And, oh my god. So small. There we go. Cool. Then we'll just have that there. So we can do billboards instead, Jane. Guess they look like they're tethered onto the side of the building there, right? I guess so. We'll see. Are you guys alright? why are you just stopping here? There you go. Are you okay? Oh, there we go. And now he's driving through the fields. Okay. What are the Ilos drivers doing? Just drive, you idiots. Just go. There's nothing stopping you. There you go. Idiots, man. Seriously. Okay, almost all football stadiums in England have houses around them. Yeah, they do, John, don't they? Yeah, now think about it, they do. Even like the Emirates in London's got massive tower blocks all around it, hasn't it? Stamford Bridge does as well. Yeah. Good point. City Planner code serves as an exploit. Yeah, I saw City Planner's video. Yeah, if you place them, you can just cheese your city's economy and delivery options with it forever, can't you? It's kind of broken. I imagine they're going to patch that. Oh, wonderful. Passenger plane AI has died. Okay, let's suppress the error then. Hopefully that's not going to keep happening on stream. We'll keep around it though. Something's wrong. Caught live stream as I wait for Skylines to load so I can try some of your noob tricks around inspiration. Thank you so much, Nine. Appreciate that, buddy. Welcome in, Brassack. Welcome in. Honestly, this part of condos doesn't seem to be naturally blending in surroundings. Seems like it's forced to be here. You say that, Salesh, and usually I would agree with you, mate, but this is what we're taking the inspiration from today. We have the field with the condo complexes behind it. I know it feels unnatural. I know it does, but it's Phoenix. So it's what we're doing. I also thought the towers have a FUC vibe. They do, don't they? Yes, they're very on brand for Fugandi. They really are. Oh, Bad Wolf with a $5 Australian super chat. Got to run with this city. Looking forward to the VOD. Thank you so much, Bad Wolf. Good luck with getting the mods working for your version of Ilos. Don't forget the Discord's there if you need it. Okay, and then let's get one more of these in. Cool. So now we should generate that view that we see in Phoenix of the condos backed onto the field with the chain link fencing around them. It's not bad. It's going to be divisive. I can see that not working for some people, but we've got that little cut through there as well. Could even surface paint that with a little bit of concrete. And then yeah, let's just cut it against that chain link fencing. Nice and slowly. Cool. Might as well bring it up to there as well. Wool. Got them in. And then that service paint at the front of them as well. Okay, and this gives us a little sort of athlete's village vibe here now, doesn't it? We'll definitely get some forestry in here, alongside some recreation for them. Let's have a look at some plazas and promenades. So I think a flower plaza might work quite nicely along the main road as we come into the complex. We can reset these though, can't we? Okay, no, so it's... Oh, the decal doesn't change on the flower plaza. That's interesting. It does on the other one though, doesn't it? It does on the large fountain plaza. You can reset this one to get the decal that you want. Yeah, that one does change. Okay, we don't want the fountain here though. It's a little bit too extravagant for what we're trying to build. Yeah, let's get like a small food truck in. An ice cream plaza as well. I'd also be tempted to maybe go for some green city stuff, almost like it's a little fruit and veg retailer that's in the athlete's village so they can eat healthily. I think a little green cities configuration might lend itself quite nicely to that theme. We will need a cargo delivery point. Oh no, we've got the small pedestrian one, haven't we? Yes, this will still be served. It's okay. Okay, so let's line up what we've got. Definitely want the ones that are flush against the road. There we go. And then where's that little cute burned bean coffee shop? Yeah, we'll have that in as well. And then that's about it for farmersy vibes, isn't it? There's this one as well. This one's not too bad looking. This is the one I want. Yeah, this one. Just push it up. Yeah, have the little walkway coming onto the path there. So just some general recreational vibes for the athletes that are staying on site. Could even be tempted to surface paint that out as well with some possible prop detailing behind it. Let's go ahead and bring out a little surface painter barrier. And then we'll just drop in some bins, maybe a little bit of fencing where the veg is delivered, etc. behind it, rather than just letting it sit on its own with forest. I think if we're going for an athlete's village vibe, it should at least be somewhat aesthetically functional as well. Okay, I think that's all it needs. Just a rows of select assets, nothing major. Should be decent. I have lived in Phoenix and can confirm that nothing feels naturally blended in there. So whereabouts did you live, Nine? I'd be interested to see. What was it like to live in as well? I can imagine just the... I don't know, I can't imagine what Phoenix is like to live in. It's such a strange place. At least to someone from the rural UK. Phoenix is like quite literally the polar opposite, isn't it? If you don't mind telling us that is as well, by the way, please don't feel free to disclose personal information if you don't feel comfortable. Okay, so we'll have that there. And then I'm not averse to like a little bit of forest. But we're going to have to do a little bit of forest because it's noise polluted and we're going to have to shelter the residential from it. Yeah, and then let's just let this run the duration of the pedestrian path. Might not be the smoothest thing in the world, but it should be okay. Probably best off keeping it in straight sections, actually. There we go. Okay. Not bad. I feel like I do want to reset my condos though until they adopt their right colour. Yeah. We want the few C branded apartments, don't we? The pink and black diamonds on the front of them. Cool. Hey Valley lad, hey, I got you well, mate. Been taking a break from Discord YouTube past week due to personal issues. Hope you're well. Enjoy the stream. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, Valley lad. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support, mate. Hope you're doing okay. You know the Discord is always available as and when you need it, mate. If you need an escape or to hang out in a voice chat session. Equally as much, my DMs are open as well, buddy, if you need someone to talk to. I do hope you're taking care of yourself, mate, and no worries at all. Okay, drop some trash containers at the back here. I want to complete the chain link fencing here as well. This one. Not a full enclosure though, leave a little bit of a space open between there, I think. Cool. So you imagine also this is where sort of the athletes' waste would be processed. I mean like household waste, not actual waste. Of course that goes into the sewage network. Not that that needed explaining, but just to clarify what I'm talking about. My relatives lived in North Phoenix, Deer Valley and Anthem, and friends in Chandler and East Side. I've heard Chandler before. I think I've had that suggested to me as a sort of point of inspiration, I think. Rings a bell. Alright. Okay, and then let's go with some more industrial detailing. Not industrial. Trash is the word I'm looking for our American friends. There we go. That's what we want. Let's get some of this around the bottom of it. Get some grasses through here as well. Get some regular sort of 4 bins around the back. In the corner, maybe it's like general waste, and then there's recycling and whatnot in the centre. Some trash around the back of it. Generally sort of nasty. Nastiness going on. And I think some desert grasses would actually be welcome within these spaces as well. Some of these. Especially in and around where the containers are sat. You imagine the overgrowth, or it's just sort of trying to force its way back through the bottom of the container where no one's walking. Let's do that one as well. Yeah, something like that. Glad I finished. God, I finished my lunch. Sorry, before. Yes, glad you finished your lunch. Yeah. What did you have for lunch, by the way, before? Can we get an insight into the culinary habits of the traffic genius, if you'd be so brave to tell us? Maybe we can get an exclusive live on the stream. All this is a little bit industrial for what I'm after. Oh, there's these cute little Ilos. See, this is where we can turn into few candy and just get really anal with all these little menus on the road. Just get lost. It's so good, so much fun. Little menus out here. Oh, bamboo planter. What's that from? That's nice. I like that. Right, yeah, let's not get too involved because there's more stuff to do today. But otherwise I don't think that's too bad, is it? Just a little bit of commercial and prop detailing around the back of the athletes' village. Tasteful. Very hot on pavement everywhere makes it so much worse, basically, and too many people who don't like the desert still try to make it too green in the wrong ways. Yeah, I've seen a lot since I've been like looking at research on Phoenix and stuff for this particular build. There's been quite a few interesting videos. Is collision off? Yes, it is. Let me turn collision off. Yeah, on how like they're trying to fix America's worst city, and the fact that there's so much like black asphalt in the city that it reflects all the heat and warms up the air around the city. And it just makes Phoenix like unbearable to live in. But yeah, it's this huge metropolis that keeps expanding and has no plans to stop expanding either. It's crazy. You imagine it has to buckle at some point, right? You imagine they can't carry on building in that style. What am I doing here? Turning collision off. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. There we go. Or on, I should say, rather, not off. Okay, and then we'll just run our Ilos Lush brush through the middle of it. Chicken soup, apple, cup of tea. Classic, Biffa. Classic. Excuse me, anal, with the detailing, if you can do. Sorry, I should have clarified that with the detailing. Not in any other capacity. Nice build. Everyone hit the like button if you're liking this. Thank you. Briar, appreciate that, buddy. Holy moly, Egg VC and Biff in one place. We're only City Planner players short from being the all-time favourite CS creators. Yeah, someone go get City Planner. He should just be waking up now, shouldn't he? Yeah, someone go get Phil. Then we can have a content creator party. And then... probably about it, isn't it? That's probably all I'm after. There's a little tree barrier here between stadium and residential. Alright. Black is kind of unbearable for Phoenix, maybe. I'll have to send that video in the Discord. Yeah. Okay. Hydration break? Yes, hydration break, Freyden. Hydration break. Let's go for a posture check and a hydration break with our new additions in the Skyline, with some Twilight, of course. What else? Tremendous. There we go. You enjoy the new condos sitting into the Skyline. Yeah, let's throw the back out, everyone. Stretch the spine. Drop your shoulders down from your ears. And have a drink. We'll have a little catch up on the chat as well. What have we missed? You love Phoenix Egg, 35 to 40 degrees all summer long, not a chance, Snakus. Absolutely horrific. Could think of nothing worse. Yes, as a pasty white boy from the north of England, anything above 27 degrees I start to get very unhappy with. Can't deal with it. Can't deal with it. Hey Robbie, welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome in. Also, people like to drive at 60, 70 mile per hour on city streets, like at 45. Yeah, that happens here as well. Nine Tails, it does. Hey Zimsy, welcome into the stream. Let's dug a deeper hole. Sorry if you can do we use better landscaping tools to fill it back in. Yes, the black asphalt makes it stink because it's the summer heat, releases all the smell and makes it a little smelly on bad days. Interesting. That is interesting. Yeah. Yes. Choice of words is not helping. Yes, Ian B is right, yeah. Yes, he is. Ian B is right, yeah. Ilos is a GTA map, it would be too fire. Yeah, it would be good to have a GTA map with a Margaret, wouldn't it? You'd have a lot to explore. Yeah. It would. Drinking some Fanta? No, I'm not afraid, and I'm on water, mate. Yeah, I'm on water. Yeah. You're on Fanta today, saw your picture. Well, you got the wrong flavour, should have got fruit twist. Breakfast done, time to work, thanks for the stream away, have a nice day, even in that chat. No worries, Marco, thank you for hanging out, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your day, mate. Thanks so much. Can't figure out how to at someone in this chat to respond to someone directly. You just type in the at symbol. Although apparently if you can, they says you're going to do it on PC. And then ID Anyway won with a €10 super chat. Grass is good, winky face. Thank you so much for the super chat, dude. I agree, yes, grass is good. Yes, grass is good. Do you want us to put some grass down? Is that what you're trying to imply? We can put some more grass down if you like. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Hey Alina, welcome into the stream. Welcome in. Alright, let's bring this together. Let's tidy up this area of the space now. Let's do a little bit of service painter. Ooh, no, concrete. We'll do something pretty similar to what we did last episode with the service point detailing. It's the vanilla industrial fence that's on this one, isn't it? So let's grab that with Find It. This one here. Yes, that's the one we like. And then let's bring it across. Hey, Ak, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Welcome in. Has the new DLC in Ilos had any impact on your FPS rate? No, not a single frame lost, Brassac. Everything is perfect in Ilos, although touch wood, because we don't want to jinx it. There we go. Occurs to me we should probably leave them an entrance point within the fence, shouldn't we? So let's go ahead and grab the industrial fence gate. Oh, this bloody brush tool. Every time. So annoying. Yes, let's go ahead and chuck it. There. Cool. And then we will need to grab another industrial fence piece, because otherwise there would be a hole in the fence once the gate shuts. That's the wrong way around though. Spin it that way. There we go. Cool. Let's grab some of our truck props. We've got the trailers, of course. So we'll have these manually placed. Let's go for just a little row of them here. I don't think it would be too horrific. Cool. So I don't actually have any like truck cab props because I keep forgetting to download them. But what I do have is a flatbed truck that if you just fuse it into the back of the trailer, you can't really tell that it's not an actual truck. So I think I'm just going to do that for them. For the ones that we actually want trucks on. Yeah, so let's have it in the bag. Hey Crafty Cats, welcome into the stream. Do the new patches have unique bridges, or are they just normal elevated path? The new pedestrian pathways have elevated versions, yeah. There's one over in yesterday's build. That's what an elevated pedestrian path looks like. They're just like elevated roads, but obviously without accepting cars on them. Yeah, it's all just elevated regularly as it normally is. Okay. Cool. So, what's it doing? Truck detailing, yes. So a few of these yet. Doing fine, Egg. How are you? Not too bad, Egg. Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. By the way, guys, if you're looking for some more City Skylines content, Ak has been doing a really fun series of vanilla versus mods on his channel recently. So if you're looking for some more Cities videos to watch, then please check him out. Okay, this is alright. Let's go for some sort of crate action now as well, I think. Some of these Canadian crates are always welcome, aren't they? Especially in the corners here. And then we just move down the sizes, as we would imagine that the workers and labourers of the... I mean, I guess you would imagine this site belongs to the university, wouldn't you? As they come in and sort of take crates out of the stack. Maybe they're sponsored by Lucasade Sport or something, or possibly Fanta, actually. And this is where they store all the Fanta. We definitely want decals this area as well. Decals bring the concrete a lot more personality, as opposed to just having it very smooth. Get some general stainage down and then possibly go for some cracks as well. We do have the cracks, there we go, yeah, maybe a few over here. I feel like I don't do enough cracked concrete detail in Ilos. There is a lot of it when you look at Google Earth, as you would imagine. You're being constantly exposed to the heat like that. That should go down quite tastefully, I think. Okay. Just helps our service point sit into the build actually a little bit more than it just being on its own. Surface paints and a couple of little industrial themed props make a massive difference. Do it with the vanilla props as well. All you need is find it. Just use the vanilla containers. And yeah. Should do us a job, I think, shouldn't it? Oh, Haywood, Jablomi, with a 500... Is that rupees? I think it's rupees, isn't it? With a 500 rupee super chat. Hey, Egg, sorry I can't stay long. Have a coffee on me. Thank you so much, dude. That's really generous. I appreciate the support, mate. No worries about staying long. Hopefully you can be able to catch the stream VOD later on. Thank you so much, dude. It's really generous of you. That's so nice, man. Just comes in like, I can't stay. Here's a super chat. Thank you so much, mate. That's really sweet. I appreciate that. Cool. Alright, so let's carry on that fence border. And this should be starting to nestle in alongside the Margrid frame a little bit easier now. Cool. Alien coven in the service area. Jerry's already busy with a murdered dog. Yeah, should we do an alien coven here? I feel like we've not done alien coven for a while. I keep forgetting to do them. The Ben Yates was actually commenting. Shout out to Ben Yates as well, everyone. Ben is timestamping every single alien coven for me in the comments of the stream VODs, so when we come to do the final cinematics, I know where all of them are. Okay, so let's go for underneath here, or by the bins. By the bins, I think, right? Maybe they're sort of training to take part in the Olympics in a bid to get back home. So maybe one can be in a trench coat with a gun. And then I don't have a sport alien. I guess we could say maybe she's... Don't know. Do you play any sports in a dress? What's the most sporty like attire that looks like a dress? I don't know. I'm thinking too much into it, but let's go for one of the dress aliens anyway. Where he's like threatening the alien. He's like, you have to take part. This is our only way to get back home. And she's like, but I don't know what baseball is. I don't know how to play. Well, it's not baseball, is it? It's track and field. I don't know what track and field is. Then, you know, I can't play. It's like, you have to play. Like, we have to get back home. Tennis. Tiddlywinks? Tiddlywinks? Isn't that the thing where you press the thing into the table, make it flip up? That might be before my time, Biffa. A little bit. Rogue Ilos drive from the pedway? Oh, there always is. There always is. Yes. There always is. Tennis? Yeah, tennis is good. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so he's playing tennis. Well, with that in mind, then, we should put some tennis courts in, shouldn't we? That might work quite nicely, actually, because we get a lot of repeated sort of tennis court action in Phoenix, don't we? Basketball courts as well. Yeah, and it sort of ties into the overall athletes village vibe, doesn't it? So let's do 2 basketball, and then we'll do 2 tennis as well. Make a little sort of mini park out of them. It would be nice to have the bleachers back to back, but it's not always essential. We can live without it. Do a couple of tennis courts too. Again, we'll just use them together. That should give us a little bit of love. I think I'd also be keen on doing some mock pathways through them. I'm not going to use an actual pathway because that's a waste of a node. I shouldn't be using nodes like that. But we can pretend there's a pathway here with some service painter, and then we can decorate it up with trees and props and stuff. So let's bring it out up until here. Okay, and then down here as well. We'll save a little bit of green space there for some trees or something. Over on this side as well, I think. Just paint it up. Yeah. Paint up these entranceways. It's really off. So irritating. Oh, right, it's fine, it's fine. You can't tell. You can't tell it's there. Okay. Yeah, you can play in a dress before your time. It's timeless. Sorry, Biver. Yes, I guess tennis is timeless, isn't it? I meant Tiddlywinks. But yes, I guess you could play Tiddlywinks in anything, couldn't you? Yeah. Few Candy loves a bit of Tiddlywinks. That is a throwback for sure. It is. It's a throwback. Your fence is blocking the roof drive through the service centre, is it? Oh, did they actually come through here? Oh yeah, I guess they would, wouldn't they? Yeah, I should have put the gate here instead. I need to see someone drive through it so I can see where the spawn point is. I'll see building spawn points will show me, won't it? Two on the front. Is it on the side here where they come in? I'll see if I can keep an eye out for it and then we'll place a fence in. Thanks for the shout out. Does Phoenix have a racetrack? It'd be good. I'm sure Phoenix has a lot of dirt tracks. I'm not so sure about an actual race circuit. I'm sure it does. It must do, surely. There's a lot of dirt tracks there, though. Few Candy did one in her collab when she'd built in Ilos. Yeah. Right, okay. Let's do some trees here. I'm thinking a little bit of wild shrubbery would be welcome. If not, it needs a little bit of a reduction in size. Okay, and then we've already got palms on the roads. Let's not hammer home the palm vibe too much. I think a little tree pattern like that is going to be more than enough, isn't it? We don't need to get too adventurous with stuff like that. Yeah, let's just grab the trees. Let's bring those over into each space. And then here. Cool. Wonderful. Yeah, I think some decals would be really welcome on this concrete here too. Egg, if you get a couple of minutes spare, could you show us the start of Ilos, then do a zoom out so we can see just how much it's grown? Yeah, sure mate, no worries. We'll go ahead and do it after I've done these decals. No problem. Yeah, let's bring it down. Here as well. Cool. And then we can probably get away with some like just gentle bench detail in here. Not a fancy bench though. Yeah, it's one of those. Let's grab a planter for it, probably the new. Oh, they're really nice though, aren't they? Those little bamboo ones. Oh, they're really cute as well. Let's go for those. And then we'll just grab props. And stick one behind each cut. Cool. Gives a little more purpose to the back of the tennis and basketball courts now, doesn't it? Wonderful. 117 over here as well, guys. Thank you for hanging out on a different stream time than normal. Do appreciate it. It's just visually, this still should work functionally. Yeah, we do like a nice visual thing though. Let's see if I can notice someone come through it. Welcome to the Ilos 500, sponsored by Pedestrian Coffee. Yes, it is. It is. Right, okay. So Freedom wants to see the start of Ilos. There you go. So that's where we started. We extended this arterial road around and then broke it off into a fork. Built this first suburb with the first schools. And the first residential was all over here. Now it's got all that after it. There you go. So it gives you a sense of scale, right, Freedom? We moved into the Mar grid. And each of these projects was filled out one by one. Took a break to do the rural town on the opposite side of the mountain. And then there's industry builds out here, like there's the farms, power plants, rail yards, and the airport and Area 51 as well, of course. Yeah. It's a big city now. Big city. Went with a hydration break actually, I'm quite thirsty today. And hungry as well. Just throw on some Twilight vibes. We'll have a little catch up with the chat. Oh dear. Excuse me. There you go. There you go. Wonderful. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely. In love with that view. Yes please everyone. Phoenix's International Raceway is a fully paved oval track. Oh, actually, you know what? Sin's Arcade, I did have a look at a raceway somewhere. I think it might have been the Indianapolis Speedway, actually. And that, like, the whole sort of complex that sits around that racecourse is really cool. I think that's what I'm thinking of. It might be. I'm not sure. Yes. They joined for the Ward in yesterday's episode as well. I didn't even notice JK. Let's put out. Hey, Move the Mouse. Welcome into the stream, mate. Got Move the Mouse and Biffa here. Welcome in, mate. How you doing? Petition for Prop Anarchy on console would make me so happy, wouldn't it? Just mouse. Prop Anarchy is a massive game changer. Yeah, even just, you know, just remove the collision spaces and let people decide how they want things to collide. It just make it so much more customizable, wouldn't it? It would. Food trucks in the tennis court area. Good shout around it. Yes, we'll put some food trucks in there too. I'm so jealous. It's amazing. Thank you, Frayden. Feel free to go back and watch it and build along with it if you want. And then once you get to a certain point, take it off in your own direction. Glad you're enjoying it though, mate. Thank you so much. And I'll be here a while. Mod issues. Just going to track down reload my save against my potato. Oh, unlucky. 9 tails. Hopefully it works pretty soon, buddy. Yeah. Hopefully it works for you. It's actually been one of the smoother patches for me. Getting the plazas and promenades patch to work. I think I had like one thing I had to load in and out and turn off. I love to see a road framework of the whole city as it breaks the grid up fantastically. You can probably get an idea of that from the bird's eye view, Brassac. If that helps, mate. Is that how do you want me to go to full night time so all the lights come on? There you go. That's what you want, isn't it? That gives you an idea of the road network from the bird's eye perspective anyway. Yeah. Cool. That is lovely, thank you Jason. Let's have a break. Camera snaps his neck. Yes it does. Oh, and SMGD Bike with a £10 super chat. Long time subscriber but first time watching a stream live. Just to say thank you for the content. You, Biffa and FUC and City Planner Plays have really changed and improved how I play. That's really nice, SMG. Thank you so much for the super chat, mate. Yes, they've all changed how I play as well. They really have. They really have. Biffa helps me with the traffic. City Planner gives me kind of the road hierarchy and the use of arterial and collector and local roads. QC for the detailing, and then I don't know. I'm just an afterthought. I don't know what I do. Just Alien Covens, yes. Thank you so much for the super chat, mate. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is it too soon to ask what you think the next big DLC will be? Well, to be fair, I said before plazas and promenades that I didn't think we'd be getting a new DLC. But then we did. So I'd be tempted to say the same again, thinking like, it has to be Cities 2 now, I think. But is it going to be Cities 2 though? Is it going to be Cities 2? I'm not sure the next expansion. I think a network pack would be good. Add car parking in for the vanilla game finally. I know we've got Jazz's parking lot port things now from modern mid-century, but it's not parking lot roads, is it? Okay, food trucks, yes. Let's go for some of these then. I think we'll have them sort of backed onto each other maybe. The forecourt area with a little... I think we'll mix and match them with part life rather than having mass repetition. Go. Yeah, a little eatery. You can nip out the tennis court and get a drink or a sandwich if you like. Tremendous. I'm still keeping my fingers crossed for a Seasons DLC. Yes, a Seasons DLC would be tremendous. Seasonality would be such a huge game changer for this game. Alright, what's going on here? Look at this node abuse. There's so many pathways. Oh, right, let's tidy some of this up. This sort of one with the road wants reworking, doesn't it? Let's get rid of the zoo pathway. And yeah, this trees as well. Let's just get shut. So we've got bus stops here, that's serving the area, that's okay. I do want an elevated path over here though. Not zoo path though, I think zoo path's a little bit too eccentric, isn't it? Let's go for just a regular park path, I think. I think that'll do, won't it? Let's do what have we got there, 4 tiles. Let's bring that up on the elevation then. Across by 6 meters. Across. This will save us a few more nodes, I think. There we go. We can probably surface paint around the metro station. Okay, add something onto that. Probably maybe a catfish cafe actually would be quite tasteful, even though there is 0 commercial demand in Ilos at the minute. I'm sure we can get away with 1 commercial asset. Tremendous. Just have that sat on the back there. Cool. I think a little planter would be welcome there as well, I think. Is there a tree cap? There is, but it's absolutely astronomical. You would almost need to like entirely cover your map in trees, I think, wouldn't you, to hit it? It's a big number, and even then there's tree anarchy, which I think comes with unlimited trees now, doesn't it? Again, don't ask me for mod advice. Yeah, I don't know. I'll give you lots of vanilla advice, but mods aren't my forte. Okay, I want something with either prisons or healthcare. I think a modular service expansion would be a nice DLC, you know, like we talked about before, like a police station where you can add in like a K9 unit and then all of a sudden you'll see police dogs around the city. Likewise with the hospitals, maybe get like a maternity ward on there, like a oncology centre, and sort of piece it all together and expand it. I think that'd be pretty good. Like ideas. Speaking of police stations though, should we have one over here? Near the campus? Should we go for one of the new ones? This one is a little bit extendable, isn't it? I think we might do that. Yeah, let's do... There we go. We're doing a lot of service painter detail today, which makes a change from just mass spamming it to make concrete areas, I suppose. Now let's grab that industrial fencing off of that as well. So we want to go right to left here, don't we? Because the spikes are inverted on the fence. Here. Another one over here as well. Then we'll get those police car props that we've used before. place a few of these down. And again, just some smaller trees and bushes to decorate the edge of those fencings. Perhaps a taller tree would be welcome as well. Maybe a live oak. I feel like I could go back to the palm actually. I feel like I'm neglecting the palms. Let's not forget where we are. Get some of those brown grasses around the bottom of it as well. This one here. Cool. Move the mouse, hit the tree cap in the first PC build because I missed Amazing's 4 trees in my New England build. Single digit frames before a single person moved in. That's not good, mouse. That's not good. Tree Anarchy indirectly. It's the extended margins library mod that takes care of the limits, which is required for the new Prop and Tree Anarchy mods. There you go then. Hey Scatman Pro. Hello from England, buddy. Welcome into the stream. Don't forget Jerry. Yes, Jerry's in the scrapyard. Jerry's already in. He's watching over his dog. Jerry's corrupt dog, which is asleep all the time. You know, maybe just to continually expand the hilarious lore around Jerry is that he has a dog, but it never guards anything though. It's just sleeping all the time. And he's like, what's the dog called? Pete? It's like, God damn it, Pete. It's like, we've got drugs to run. Wake up. Right? There you go. More fresh Ilos lore. Alright, let's have a look at... It's not dead. The dog is not dead. I'm not having that as part of the lore. The dog is asleep. I've made that very clear. We're not having a dead dog in Ilos. It's asleep. Okay, in typical American fashion, would it be a good idea to put a Burger King next to a sports area? I think it would. We've got KFC as well. Yeah, I think we'll go for those. Just so it gives us a little bit of an entrance. Yeah, I do want this here. And we'll just service paint a straighter edge off the back of it. Okay. I think with these spaces here, we are actually going to use path nodes for first time in ages. I'm always trying to reserve the node count now. Barry, no dead dogs, zombie. Barry the dog, Jerry and Barry. Surely it should be called Tom, right? The dog's got to be called Tom, so then it can be Tom and Jerry. Right? I think SMG has got it. I think we go with SMG's suggestion. It's got to be Tom the dog. We can't miss an opportunity for Tom and Jerry, can we? So with the spacing around the car park, I really just want this to run as sort of cute little Margrid greenbelt, nothing too serious. It just helps surround the car park a little bit. Okay. And then... I mean, yeah, I'll let you guys decide what Jerry's dog is called, but my vote is for Tom. We're going to do a very imperator greenbelt here, I think. Lots of flowing vanilla pathway with a delicate placement of tree available. Yeah, let's go with some of these little leafy numbers. We'll get some cactus in here as well before the Phoenix locals come for me. There we go. A few of them knocking about. I actually want to put up a poll in the live chat for the next build. It's something I want to start doing. Next Ilos build will be either the new Rural Town or Pedestrian Lake Front. There you go. There is a live chat, or a poll in the live chat, guys. Feel free to vote on it if you're following the Ilos series. These ones, if you're not, then feel free to vote anyway. Okay. Yep, some brown grasses in here as well. Let's turn the brush strength down. What's the horse's name? Well, we had this discussion as to whether or not Jerry was the horse or the policeman on it. I found it more hilarious as to the fact that the horse was the one that was corrupt, but the policeman riding it was still good, and he's like, he can't sort of get away from being sucked into the underworld, if you like. I don't know. There's a few inconsistencies around around the Jerry law, I think, isn't there? It's not the most fleshed out thing. I'm pretty sure we've also contradicted ourselves several times as we talked about it, but I think if anything that just makes it more hilarious that the rules around Jerry change every week. These are all too big, don't want any of these. These are more tasteful, what I'm after, I think. We've got some California tall palms in here too. Workshop ones though, not content creator. Cool. That's really what I wanted. Yeah, just some... Yeah, we've got this sort of like dried, parched grass vibe happening now. That's what I'm happy with. Cool. And the nighttime view? I might need to nip to the bathroom in a hot second here, guys. You have to bear with me a second. I will give you a nighttime view though. Cool. Alright. Tremendous. Alright guys, give me like 30 seconds. I'm just gonna nip to the toilet. Won't be a minute. Okay, hello people. Hello. Okay. Right, let's have a little catch up on the chat where we have a hydration break as well, everyone. Hydrate and posture chat, please. Oh, Ben and Jerry's a good one as well. JK, yeah. The dog is no more, ceased to be. Why do I know that quote, Diaxis? Where is that from? Oh, I know where that's from, Diaxis. Bereft of life, it rests in peace. This is an ex-dog. Oh, I know what that is. Is it a Mitchell and Webb sketch? Oh, that's right. That's going to do my head in, Diaxis. You've got to tell me what that's from. I know it. I've heard it before. Hey Grattles, welcome to the stream. I'm waiting for Real Housewives of Ilos. That's when you know it's official. Yes. Yes. We will go make a little trailer actually for Real Housewives of Ilos. Yeah. Jen, are you still here? Aren't you supposed to be working? I'm happy to have your support, but I don't want to get you fired. Oh, there you go. She's making copies. I'm at school sneaking in, there we go. Devo is listening to the beats and rhythm with a tear, listening to Drop and Feel the Flavour. It's summertime. Casino's calling Devo. Of course, I saw the link you sent me, Casino. I haven't seen it yet, mate. I'll have a look at it later. It's the parrot sketch. Parrot sketch, Biffa. What, from what show though? That's what I'm referring to. I know what it is. I've heard it before. From Monty Python. Oh no, I'm not thinking of Monty Python. Or am I? I don't know, I'm confused. I'm getting way too distracted with that. I thought it was from something else. Okay, anyway. How about at the front here? What do we want to happen here? We've got a little bit of space next to the entrance to the stadium. What would work well? I'm pretty sure Ilos wants elementary education, doesn't it? No. High school? University? No. Everything's fine. Could do the high capacity elementary. Is that really garish though? I don't mind it, but I feel like it's not in theme with the rest of the build. Yeah, that's not going there. That's not going there. I can see EMB Roy Keening in the chat. You sent it to me, Frayden, did you? Only Python, dead parrot. Oh yes, I think it is that now. I think what I've heard is like another TV show that's taken that and applied it to something else, but it's the same, like, you know, it ceased to be. This is an X-parrot. Yeah, it's right on the tip of my tongue. I'm pretty sure that's been repurposed into another sketch I've seen. They've obviously used Monty Python's inspiration. How about a library? Too big. Or is it? Is this a good place for a library though, next to a stadium? I know it's only a track and field stadium, they're not like the loudest sports fans in the world, are they? Do we like the library here? I don't mind it. It kind of blends in with the rest of the red brick that we've got in the liberal arts campus. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. We're getting a lot of shouts for fast food. I'm happy to put some fast food stuff over here. Just still got some more space to fill. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with the library. It'll be divisive, I'm sure. Star's not sure on it. People want fast food. We could bring it out on a pedestrian road, actually. Okay. We don't really have the demand for a fast food plaza if I'm going to be plopping commercial. Could we do another plaza? Another little corner condo space, I wonder. We could have another little block of residences here. Not with these ones, though. Nope. It's Peep Show when they run over Mummy the dog. I was thinking it was something to do with Mitchell and Webb. I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look when I get off stream. I'll post it in the Discord. I know what it is. I can like say it. It's like right on the tip of my tongue, and I'm just like, ugh. Not quite coming to me. Please come to me. Okay, so we'll generate some more condo vibes around the edge of the field. Have we got an exit for the cycle highway here? Yeah, there's one over there. It's fine. Okay. Piece those two together. And then we'll do what we did around the back of the other set of condos where we just surface paint against the chain link fence. Again, very careful with it so we don't encroach upon the gravel. Well, I'm so glad we're finally getting this bit of the mark grid done. This has been empty for so long. Every time I've looked at it from the bird's eye view, it's just been there staring at me in the face. Okay. A neighbourhood bus transfer centres are doing well these days in most American cities. Oh, a bus stop might not be a good shout, actually, Jason. That might be a good shout. And it could be from the Helivets. I love the Helivets, that's so funny. He's like, and then he starts butchering that chicken. He's like putting, I was like, we're just going to use some natural healing techniques. And he starts adding like rosemary and thyme onto it. This is so funny. Oh, I love Mitchell and Webb. Absolutely classic. Okay. This is alright. Let's keep this going. If I could extend this, not the service painter, the pedestrian road. Possibly to like there. Let's... Oh, do you know what's changed since the update? Is Control and N now no longer brings up Node Controller for me, and it's the biggest quality of life loss I've had for a long time. There we go, and then can we do... Not a skate park. I want something that's going to be used here. We could prop detail it, but like I want to see people playing basketball at the foot of the condos. So we'll go for 2 more basketball courts. And then we'll do some planter detail over here as well. It's a little bit of recreational space where they can sit out after a long run and breathe in the pesticides of the fields. Let's go for a large one. Let's get a tree for it. Go for some of our medium ones. That one's quite nice, isn't it? Let's have 3 of them. Cool. Too much noise for a library? I'm thinking, yeah, it's not a good spot, is it? It looks nice, but it's not appropriately themed. Okay, now let's grab some benches. Let's go some liberal arts. Always a firm favourite. I think David Mitchell would make a perfect Doctor Who. I would pay to see David Mitchell as Doctor Who. That would be hilarious. With Lee Mack as his adversary. Yes, Dana. yeah, basically just watch Would I Lie to You, right? The glass top plaza would be nice at the front of those. At the front of what, James? Where do you think the glass roof plaza would look nice? Yeah, Jason mentioned the bus transfer centre, which I'm quite keen to bring in now if possible. I think that would work quite nicely out there. Okay, and I think, how many tiles have we got spare here? 4 tiles, isn't it? I might as well keep the condo pattern going in this space, because we've got that mad residential demand. I might as well keep satisfying it, especially if we're involved in a residential build today. There we go. The tree needs changing on those last 2 pedestrian pathways as well. California shorties, wonderful. And we might as well have another connection back onto the road here too. Not like that though. And then this needs to be the round version of the American road, otherwise it's not going to have its thing. Break apart. Oh, balls. Just broke the cycle highway. And then we'll stick a light here as well. Traffic lights, what's new? Yes, whatever. I will let Biffa tell me what's new in Traffic Manager, as opposed to read the update. I'm waiting for his video to come out. Okay. It's not bad. That area's growing up a little bit now, isn't it? Very much enjoying the use of condos, wall-to-wall even. Wall-to-wall. Yeah, so that bus hub, let's have a look at that, because I forgot that it actually existed. So if we were to replace some of these ones with The sandstone bus only. Can I be awkward and move the node back? Oh my god. There we go. That took so long. Yeah, just so the bus only roads are level here. And then can we place it on here now? And have a functional little bus space? I hope so. Okay, things are new. There we go. We heard it from here. We heard it from Biffa here first. Yeah, I'll wait for Biffa to use it in a video and be like, oh, so that's what's new. That's what I've been cancelling down off my screen every time I open Traffic Manager. That's actually really handy to know. Okay, so let's paint it in. Cool. So we should have many a bus line around this part of the city. Actually, there's already one passing by at the university. So I will bring you in. You can stop here, and you can also stop on your reverse as well. And there is several. I'm also think I'm going to do as well, guys. Is I'm going to delete every public transport line in the city and then redo it, because we've got so many probably new, more efficient ways of getting buses and trams around and stuff now. I think we'll do that in an episode. So literally clear out all the public transport lines and then redraw them all in. We did the same in Palawan and it helped really well, so we'll do it for Ilos too. Okay, blue bus line, you're coming out of the transport hub. And then you're heading up to the Mark grid frame. So this one serves Few Candy Lakes. There's a bus here that goes to EM Beach. So I think we should grab EM Beach's line. Then let him loop back around the edge of the campus. Okay. Oh, how's the poll doing? Ooh, that is close, isn't it? There's only been 96 votes though. New rural town. Yeah, so the rural town will be obviously a rural town, but the pedestrian lakefront build will be starting the Lake Havasu area, where we're going to do, you know, all of this will become pedestrian as we begin to build out this side of Ilos anyway. Okay. Cool. How's it going? Have a good day night. Thank you for hanging out, Dark Salt. Appreciate it. A couple of taxi stands alongside the bus interchange would be nice too. Absolutely would. Seth on board with that idea. Love a taxi stand. Let's throw that in. Possibly at the back here because they're not going to come and use it, so we might as well taxi stand it up. Cool. And again, now we've got some concrete spaces. Oh, those are school buses. I mean, that's okay. I need to use the round version of these though. Otherwise they're clipping through the junction. There we go, that's what we want. Okay. Right. Let's do some more planter stuff. Let's do for... Oh, there we go. Yeah, little tree. Some commercial will look really nice fused into the side of that station if we can find the right assets. How many tiles are here? 2 tiles. Okay, so let's have a look at some 2 deep commercial then. Not that. Or that. We could put like a Dunkin' Donuts in. Again, I feel like I'm sort of ruining the aesthetic of a athlete's village by putting fast food into it, but we live in a consumer society, right? I'm sure this happens somewhere. I'm pretty sure there's like a McDonald's next to a gym somewhere in the world, isn't there? I'm probably thinking too much into it. Glad we were helpful choosing the next episode. Well, there you go. Rural town's just pulled away now. So yeah, probably rural town. Yeah, okay. Rural town it is then. That'll be your next Ilos episode next week. Will be a very short TMP video. Basically, it's now working with plazas and promenades. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button. We out. Drops mic, yes. You could still put that out, Biff, and you still get views. Absolutely would. 100%. If anything, it'd probably trigger a load of comments saying like, what the hell is this? Why is such like a 5-second video? Yeah, let's get some decals around here as well. There is a salad shop. There is a McFit gym above a McDonald's where I live. Wait, McDonald's have their own branded gyms now? Or are you winding me up? I'm not sure. Surely not, right? Surely not. There's a Five Guys here as well. I feel like we can have another one into it because this back end of the Dunkin's kind of obsolete. We can maybe have another one in here. I guess it doesn't always have to be 2 deep either. If we do 3 deep, we can fuse it into the bus station. Is there a salad asset or something from Green Cities? Soy and lentils. There you go. That's what we want. Yeah, there we go, that's what I'm after. How can I possibly forget about soy and lentils? Yes, please. Yeah, let's just fuse that into the side of the Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, that works, right? Much more appropriate, I think. You know, you can imagine how many life choices were made as people stand here. They're like, am I going for soy and lentils or am I going into Dunkin' Donuts? Yeah. Lots of life decisions were made on this corner. I know which one I'd go for. Round Dunkin' Donut egg. Is there a... Yes, there is, Arani. Great minds. Yeah, we got soy and lentils in now. They have Pizza Hut KFC at the Athletic Centre at my old college campus. There you go then, Jason. We're on brand at least. As long as I can fit in a sponsor spot, autosave, sip of tea, merch mention, time maps and end cards. There we go. About a 20-second video it will. Biffers on the acid, editing again. Some sort of gym chain. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, YouTube does have these YouTube shorts. True, yes, you could do it as a short biffer. Ian B has got a point. Missed opportunity to have Dunkin' Donuts by the police station. I guess it's only a short walk across the park, isn't it? They could do that. Yeah, they can walk to Dunkin' Donuts from here. Yeah, Dunkin' Soy. Yes, that sounds horrendous. Yeah. I don't even know what soy is. Is it a grain? A pulse? Who knows? It's lost knowledge. But yeah, that'll do. I like that bus station now. Hopefully we'll see some people use it. It's served 8 in the week. There we go. Yeah, there are people here. Katie Brown is off to school. Wonderful. Cool. Using public transport to get there. Okay, so I think we'll just repeat some of the detailing we did around the edge of the stadium here, just so it's sort of on theme, on brand. Okay. Let's have it come up to there, and then I will manually extend the bollards up to the concrete texture. And then we'll have like a little secondary entrance into the space through here where people can walk. Okay, yes, so let's grab the bollard. So we did this over in the detailing of last episode, when we just extended the bollards out of the pedestrian pathways. Makes some really nice detailing opportunities. See how we did it over in Ilos' pedestrian waterfront, which is here. And you just extend them out, especially when you got the tiles in there as well. It's actually, well, he wants one more to be in this space, yeah. There's really nice, handy little detailing ideas. Makes a sort of cafe plaza a little bit more realistic, I guess, right? This close to a road. Cool. Where are the blimps? In the bin, Freyden, where they belong. Touching any blimps. Legal City Skylines transport. Soy is a bean. McDonald's and so out of context from what I was just talking about. McDonald's in Australia, big sponsors of local junior footy clubs. Always funny that the player of the week gets a free meal. Do they, Seth? That's interesting. We definitely don't have that here. Yeah. McDonald's in the UK tend to be full of spotty teenagers and weed, usually. Oh, there we go. Right, let's do some forest brushing. No. Don't like that forest brush here. It's not appropriate. It needs to be landscaped. So, actually I think what we will do is do a little base layer of Ilos dry belt. Soy's a sauce. Yes, yes, hello Casino. Yes, of course, it's a sauce. But where does the sauce come from, Casino? Where does it come from? That's what we need to know. Soy is the extract of the soya bean, also known as the edamame beans. Same thing tofu comes from. Tofu is disgusting. Absolutely hate tofu. Never tried a more boring blonde food in my entire life. If anyone can recommend me a good tofu recipe that doesn't taste like wet cardboard, I will be happy to try it, but until that moment, horrendous food. Don't like tofu. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better, isn't it? A little repeated pattern with some dry belt behind it is ideal. Soya goes through... Thanks for the mental image diaxis of soya going through faster than dysentery. Soy is the legume I seem least allergic to, but I have to admit how much tofu I eat. Oh, that's a shame. Nine tails. Okay. That's done a fun little area now, hasn't it? Yeah. Been live for 1 hour 52. It's not bad. I'm really happy with that space. It's been nice to bring some pedestrian pathways in it. It's not like a fully pedestrianised area, so like a theme toward a athlete's village. With some weird phoenix detail in there as well. Cool. Wonderful. You marinate tofu and it tastes like the marinade. Okay, yeah, I didn't marinate it. You got a seasoned tofu? I did season it. Fry it in peanut oil and make sandwiches. Yeah, I think I've done it in... I think I'll just use it as like a substitute for chicken in like a stir fry maybe. Either way, I didn't like it. It was horrendous. Yeah, it wasn't good. Okay, let's do that one. But otherwise, I think we're alright here. Just realised, is this pathway even necessary? It's not, is it? It's really pointless, actually. That needs to be squared off with node control, though. Yes, it's enormously pointless. So let's just change this. Then we'll do road length and angle. Bring on a little curve. We'll do that again. Look at that. Cool. At least makes it somewhat functional then. And then we'll bring in some Ilos bush belt around here too. So I have been rebuilding or replopping a lot of Ilos' suburbs because when I loaded into plazas and promenades early access beta and then came out of it, it massively screwed my game. Like I couldn't load into anything, everything was knackered, it was just a mess. So I had to do a totally fresh install. And then with that, all my building themes went. So now a lot of Ilos' zoned suburbs look like this. They have lots of random, horrible vanilla assets in them. So we have been replopping them, so I will give you guys a brief update as to what's happened. So this side over here has been replopped as American Eclectic and is now a lot more dense, like you would imagine Phoenix should be. And then we've also replopped the Governor's Office suburb, which is now, again, a lot more American Eclectic and appropriate. No horrible vanilla assets in here. And then likewise, we've also started to work on some more college-themed housing. Especially over here where we actually did a little bit of backyard fence detailing to help blend out of residential into industry over this side. And then there's another one that I've started to do. Yes, this one has been replopped as European suburbia. I just want a little bit more green. So this one's been done. You can tell where it's yeah, this one here needs to be done. See how the building theme changed, and now all this. So I've essentially got to replop every fucking suburb in the city. It's taking hours. So yeah, that's going to be slowly changing. And then I've also started to mess with the idea of some modern mid-century housing down here to sit opposite Lawrence Park at the foot of the skyline. So this should be an episode in itself, I think. Yeah, we'll use this as to rebuild this suburb. And then yes, there's plenty more Ilos projects to come. These frames will fill out, of course. The Valley Lad Medical suburb was torn out, so we could replop it again. And then yeah, it's not the worst. It's not all the vanilla assets. It's I don't mind some of them. Like we've used them tastefully. Like it's the larger villas are absolutely fine for Phoenix. I'm happy with these. It's when it turns into like these ones. Like these ones that were zoned. These are disgusting. And the same with this one too. So there's a lot of these that are, it's the level 5 low density residential from the base game that's come in, and it looks disgusting, and it's murdered a huge. You can tell the difference from the bird's eye view, right? Look at the suburbs outside of the governor's office from the bird's eye one. It's all tight and dense, and the road networks are cool. And then you check it where it's lost its building theme and the vanilla assets have come in. It just looks shocking. So we've got to do something with it, which we will do as well in episodes. But you guys voted for the rural town for the next episode, so we will build that somewhere. I have no idea where. Yeah, not a clue actually. I don't know where I'm putting the rural town. Maybe out here, this side of the river where there's nothing at the minute. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. Oh, Imperator's build as well. Can we just fawn over Imperator's car park and work again? God, so good. So good. Yes, anyway. Yeah, I think we will leave the stream there, guys. I've gone up for 2 hours now, and we've done what I wanted to do today. So yeah, there will be a couple of new videos out on the channel. New games, sorry, I should clarify. Right where you just suggested, other side of the river on the edge. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll put it out here then, Casino. Yeah. Over here. We'll do it. Yeah. Do the raw town top of a hill. Not for an Arizona build, I think. They'd be fried alive, wouldn't they? Living on one of the ridge lines, no shade at all. Yeah. Yeah, but we've got this little area complete. This isn't the area. Here it is. There we go. I'm getting lost in my own city now. It's just getting that big. Yeah, so really cute little bit of Margrid building today. I'm happy to get this area done. There's going to be 2 new games on the channel in the coming week. I've been sent some early access codes. So we'll check them out together in a similar vein as we did with Farthest Frontier. Which of course is now been moved to live streams. So we'll probably do some Farthest Frontier action over the weekend. And the Cities Skylines creative mode live streams will also be back, I think, on Saturday. I'm going to do one. I should have time to come in and do the live stream then. In and out of recording and editing. But either way, Noob's Guide, as always, on Monday, where I think we are adding 25 tiles to the vanilla build now, so we can carry on doing vanilla ideas for those vanilla fans. And then Ilos' Rural Town will make its debut next Friday. Okay, wonderful. Cool, so thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Thank you for all super chats and support and hanging out in the live streams at a fairly awkward time. I do appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed it. And indeed, thank you for all the regulars. Casino, Arani, Dayaxis, Ninetails, Crafty Cats, Jason, Ebo, Biffa, and Move the Mouse as well. Thank you for hanging out, guys, during what I'm sure you have very busy schedules. Grattles, Few Candy, Star Stuff, Thomas, James was here as well earlier, Ian B, Matthew, Freydin, Seth, Star, you all legends, guys. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you've enjoyed it as the new build burns down in the background. Of course. But yeah, really happy with this nice little combination of some of the new assets and yeah, a little athlete's village. I'm really happy with it. It's turned out really nicely. But yes, content up across the weekend, as always, and into next week. But otherwise, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. But yes, and also, before you go, if you want to help support me further, please come back and leave a like on the video, of course, while you're here. And a comment on the stream VOD after the fact really helps these VODs pick up a little bit more traction. So if you can do that for me, that'd be very much appreciated if you've enjoyed yourself today. Alright, but I'll speak to you all soon. Get in the Discord as well. If you're not there, it's linked down below. Come chat with us in the community. And if you're missing plazas and promenades, still check out the instant gaming link. It's like super cheap on there now. And that's it, isn't it? That's all my closing stream talking points, I think. I think so. Alright guys, well, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.